A man gave up his voice so an alien girl could speak. She used it to say, "Thank you." The first time Eli saw her, she was crouched beside a ruined hovercraft, her small hands dusting off a fractured panel. She looked delicate, yet her wide amber eyes gleamed with sharp awareness that unsettled him instantly. Eli had been scavenging through the outer rings of the Andromeda sector, far from human colonies, when he sensed a faint trace of alien energy beneath the wreckage. "Hey," he called softly, stepping closer. No answer. Her gaze flickered toward him, but her lips stayed still. "Are you hurt?" he asked again. Her eyes widened with fear, and she clutched a metallic object tightly to her chest. The world seemed to pause. She wasn't just afraid. She couldn't speak. Eli knelt slowly, careful not to startle her. "It's okay. I won't hurt you," he said gently. After a long hesitation, she tilted her head and extended a trembling hand. Resting on her palm was a glowing crystal, pulsing weakly with violet light. Eli recognized it at once, a communication core, the kind alien envoys used for cross-species dialogue. But its energy was unstable, damaged in the crash. If he tried to activate it, it could collapse completely. Still, the desperate plea in her eyes made his decision easy. "I'll help you," he said quietly. "But you'll have to trust me." She didn't answer, but she didn't resist either. Eli lifted her into his small shuttle and maneuvered through the asteroid fields with the skill only years of scavenging could teach. She clutched the crystal the entire flight, trembling slightly, but never looking away from him. Inside, Eli built a temporary interface and examined the crystal, trying to study its flickering output. "It's badly damaged," he murmured. "You need a voice, but I can't just fix it. I can share mine." She tilted her head, puzzled. "Your kind can absorb human vocal energy," he explained. "If I give you mine, you'll be able to speak, but I won't." She hesitated, touching her throat as if testing the idea. Hope and fear danced in her eyes. Eli inhaled deeply. "All right," he whispered. "Let's begin." He placed his hand on the crystal and closed his eyes. A wave of energy surged through him. Warm, aching, electric. His voice, his essence, flowed into the device. The shuttle shook, lights dimming as the crystal flared with radiant color. When he opened his mouth, only silence remained. His voice was gone forever. But the girl's chest shimmered with new light. Trembling, she opened her mouth and spoke in a shaky, accented human tone. I can talk." Her words wavered but were real. She looked at Eli, eyes wide with wonder and gratitude. "Thank you." Eli's chest tightened. He nodded silently, unable to speak but deeply moved. The alien girl, now a bridge between two worlds, smiled, her new voice echoing softly through the shuttle. Over the following days, they traveled together across the debris belt. Eli guided her hands as she repaired the hovercraft, teaching her gestures, phrases, and tone. Every word she spoke was his voice, yet it was truly hers. The first time she laughed, Eli felt a bittersweet ache, loss mixed with joy. He couldn't say it aloud, but her laughter said enough. One night, after steering through a dense asteroid field, she approached him quietly. "I know you can't reply," she said softly, "but I'll never forget this." Her hand brushed his arm, and warmth spread through him, something far beyond the recycled air of the shuttle. He wanted to say you don't have to, but his lips made no sound. She smiled. "I feel it," she whispered. By the time they reached the nearest human colony, the alien girl spoke fluently, using his voice to negotiate for parts, warn workers of danger, and move among people who had no idea the voice belonged to someone else. When officials asked Eli a question, he simply pointed to her. She smiled gently. "It's okay," she said. "You gave me this gift. I'll use it well." Weeks later, she stood before the colony council to recount her survival and the human who saved her. Her first words struck like a heartbeat through the hall. "Thank you," she began, eyes finding Eli's in the crowd. "Not just for saving me, but for giving me a voice in this universe." Eli smiled quietly. His voice was gone, but its meaning now filled the stars. In a universe stretched across endless light and distance, the bond between two unlikely souls spoke louder than any sound. For the first time in weeks, Eli felt truly heard. Her voice, once borrowed, had become her own, a living echo of his sacrifice. And the simple phrase she spoke, "Thank you," resounded across worlds, louder than any human voice ever could.